Zdravím, vítejte u mého dalšího videa na hru Encased. A tady mám nějaký ty questy. Plně nejsem z toho tady. Pin. Aha. Your story. Main quest. To je main quest. Monty James. He lacks documentation to register. Referred to register Monty yourself via computer terminal. Fuck, jo. A teďka tady mám ty questy, to s tom story. Stealth mode, háčku. Sydney Maynard.
Behind the storage counter, you see a small, neat guy. His gingery hair shines with something like brilliantine. His badge says, Sydney Maynard, storekeeper. The silver perks up at your approach. A thick logbook appears at once from under the counter. Sydney puts on thick glasses that seem to age him 5 decades in an instant and studies the lined pages. The silver finally stops and pins down a particular page with his finger.
This is your first uniform requisition, right? You can also purchase any equipment you need for the desert directly.
První uniforma, jo.
Maynard adjusts his glasses in a businesslike manner.
Before I give you the uniform, please listen to the...
Sydney fiddles with his hairstyle.
So, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life under the dome can be dangerous. You may get shot, spill acid on yourself, get electrocuted, or suffer the effects of a dangerous anomaly. You may also freeze to death.
Freeze to death.
Fried.
Okay, děkuju.
That's why it's important to wear protective equipment when traveling outdoors.
Okay.
Of course, in hazardous situations, the equipment will get damaged, and the more it's damaged, the more often one has to repair it.
The silver steps back from his counter to indicate the repair kit boxes piled in the back of the warehouse. He points back at the shelves behind him.
We've got repair kits for this gear. There are Blue Wing specialists ready to help you at any large base, of course, but they're not always available. So, you'd better learn how to use repair kits and workbenches on your own. It's a useful skill.
Sydney rests the logbook on the desk.
That's all the instructions. Now, I'm going to issue your uniform.
Děkuji, pane.
The silver disappears into the back for a while and returns with a small package. Unfolding the package, Maynard shows you a brand spanking new... Sydney proudly shakes out a bright white jacket. It more resembles a thick mantle than a lab coat.
Look, this is the most advanced clothing under the dome. It protects from acid, aggressive fauna, and radiation. Not very effectively, though. Don't expect miracles.
He raises a finger.
One more important thing. In accordance with Order 16-225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but they're available for purchase from me. Please bear in mind that a full set includes headgear or a mask, jacket, trousers, gloves, and boots.
Tak to je dobrý, no, já si to budu kupovat od nich.
Sydney hands you the package.
Here's your uniform. Enjoy.
Ne, já jsem to dostal, jo.
Sydney adjusts his glasses.
Sure, I'll show you what we've got. You know, we're pretty well stocked here in Concord. Take a look.
Sydney scribbles something in his logbook.
Please come back anytime if you need something.
Albatros lab coat. Field trousers. Mariner boots. Je ty čepičky tady různý. Je tady i bagle, jo. To jsou 400 ten bagel. Tak to je hustý. Asi koupit nějaký rukavice. Argentum Gloves. Iniciativ +1. Contraptions +10. Light Weapons +5. Co to je toto? Tady je belt, jo. Haha. Co to je? Nudle. Gamma teleglasses. Tak to je jistý. Hele, lopata. Work gloves. Tech +5. Cap. To má jaký rezistence, jo. Heat resistance. Night Watch cap. Thermoclitus cap. Ordinary backpack. Jo, aha, to má on 750 goldů, já mám 40. To si toho moc nekoupím. Co to je? To nemá žádnou cenu. Nějaká látka. 3 goldy. Ale pipe wrench. Pipe wrench má cenu 200. Tak za 40 goldů si to asi moc nekoupím, bych řekl. Nebo spíš si nekoupím vůbec nic. Tohle si můžu koupit. Hop. OK, 20. $25. Koupím si čepičku. OK. Já nevím, proč mi to tady svítí. Nevím, proč to svítí. Tak, mám si to nějak oblíct, ty věci? Čepička. Boty? Backpack, belt, gloves, maska. Tady nějaký relik, primary weapon. Aha, jsem můžu dát nějakou zbraň do ruky. Co dělá větší damage? Mechanical damage, 13. Tak jdem dál asi někam.
Anything urgent, Mr. Krachkov?
Katarzyna, did you mark it as class 1 again instead of 2? Look, here's the scanner data.
Wait, but it's still class 1.
Mám je tam.
Going to violate protocol.
Katarzyna, my dear.
Maxim Penkovský.
As long as it benefits the company. I'll complain to the Silvers about that idiot. Correct your report if you have to. Don't act so innocent.
Those oranges. What the hell do they break locks for?
Maxim Penkovský. Co já vím?
An engineer in a bright blue jacket is tinkering with the door lock, cursing under his breath non-stop, blowing a curly strand of hair off his forehead.
You're a newcomer, right? It's a straight-up open house here today.
He offers you his hand. According to his badge, this is Maxim Penkovsky, technician. The technician slaps the door with one hand.
You have to wait until I'm done. Some orange jammed up the lock with chewing gum just for a laugh. They're like animals, those oranges, marking their territory. If you ask me, they're too gracious about those bastards in Crystal Sands.
Penkovsky grunts angrily.
I wish I could. I'm gonna have to disassemble, clean, and reassemble it to get it working. It's work I don't need, and all thanks to some idiot.
Maxime extracts a thin, sharp, precision probe from behind his ear and dangles it in front of you.
Though there's another way. You want to learn something about picking locks? It's a useful skill in all sorts of situations.
He looks at you expectantly. Penkovsky shrugs.
Pick this lock specifically as much as you like. But in general, yes, it can be illegal if you try to get in where you shouldn't be, or open other people's lockers. No one will get upset if you touch an ownerless door.
The Blue's getting excited.
All right, looky here.
Penkovsky presses his pick lock, and an odd device resembling a hybrid of a screwdriver and a can opener into your hand.
Using a mechanical pick lock is easy peasy. No special skills required. They wear out after a few locks. While the old-fashioned kind is another thing entirely. Cheap, one use. But one has to know how to use it right. That's a tool for a master.
Maxime takes out another pick lock and crouches by the door. He gives you a quick lesson on how to pick a lock.
By the way, you can carry your tools in your belt. It's much handier to have them right there.
Penkovsky shows you his utility belt, where he keeps all kinds of tools and gadgets.
Utility belt.
Actually, finding tools under the dome is no problem at all. There are even devices for hacking terminals and so on.
Maxime hoists up his belt. The Blue solemnly raises his index finger.
And one more thing. Always use brand name stuff if you can. Groovy produces good kits. Modus and Supercolor do too. They've all got fat contracts with Cronus, so they care about quality.
He looks at the door again.
Damn these locks. Though I'd rather be doing this than fixing hab pods. Those are a real pain in the ass.
Penkovsky gives you a patronizing look.
Because they're poorly made, warped from the heat, and the filters aren't worth a damn. The modules were constructed by marketing managers, not engineers. Building a city in the desert was also their idea. This project is all about PR. Cronus wants to show the world how tough they are.
Jo, ono to bylo tady, aha. Throughout the game you will come across locked doors and containers. Unfortunately they can be unlocked. Use right button on locked door and select desired ability from the list. Okay. Moving between location. Trade. Okay.
I repeat, get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt. And then, apply it to the door. Yes, apply is the proper word.
Hele, toto vypadá jako nějaká další ta. Margarita Tačenko. Jestli si mám mluvit.
The smell of good tobacco wafts off this tall, portly woman from a meter away. A black lacquered pipe, an open logbook full of signatures, and a metal flip calendar sit on the counter in front of her. A small nameplate reads, Margarita Tkachenko. The woman fixes her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Her voice is deep. Margarita thumbs back a couple of pages in her logbook.
I see.
She glances at her Kairos, looks at you, snorts, and retreats to the shelves. Tkachenko returns a couple of minutes later, carrying something that looks more like a toy. The weapon seems weightless.
Nějakou hračku mi dá, jo. Ale těžko mi dá kulomet.
Shit about this thing, because that's exactly how much I know. Laser, schmazer, cadmium battery, fiberglass body, blah, 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 blah. You probably know more about it than I do. Here.
Margarita drags on her pipe and releases a puff of thick, yellow smoke.
I see you know the rules and won't cause problems.
Tkachenko bites down on the stem of her pipe.
Are you kidding me? I'm a different breed. One that doesn't understand toy guns. What if it turns out to be radioactive? Sorry, but I can't help you out on this one.
The black regards the Andromeda suspiciously.
Fuck it. If it breaks, bring it back and I'll trade it in for another one. There was a little cloth in the box. It came
Poprava výměnou.
for cleaning the lens. That's all I know.
OK.
The armorer shrugs, puffing indifferently on her pipe.
It's the least I could do. We have a requisition list from the Silvers. For free, you receive only rubbish. If you want the real deal, check out the weaponry shop. Or me.
Leaning over the counter, the black points somewhere off to one side.
Now it's time for your training. Fatherby is already waiting for you by the big gate. He's a bit dotty, but a good man nonetheless.
Boterby?
But before the training zone, go see that wizard guy with his toothpicks. Be careful around him, though. Don't let him pitch you a line. Psychic my ass.
She winces and
And attach it to your utility belt. And then apply it to the door.
Když držím shift, tak vidím detailed tooltip. Přes Ctrl útočím na charaktery a dveře a držím Alt. Interactive objects and object line on the ground. OK.
Yes, apply is the proper word.
Andrej Mihaj. Úplně si nejsem jistý, že mám za ním jít, jako. Počkej, a kam kurma půjdu, když je to zavřený. Už to jde otevřít?
I repeat, get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt. And then
Počkej, já mám lockpick.
apply it to the door. Yes, apply
Quiz door. Examine. Lockpicking.
I repeat, get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt. And then apply it to the door.
To dopadne.
Yes, apply is the proper word. Just don't forget to pick up your uniform and weapons. It'll be awkward for you if the door gets stuck again.
Jsme tenhle Norman Potter.
Listen to this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet. Bars, casinos, spa.
Taká mapka, jo. Wow. Norman Potter. Winston. Ale za Winston mám jít. Aha. Winston, dobrý den.
a middle-aged black is sitting behind the counter with his hands in his lap. The buttons and zippers on his uniform are polished to a shine, and even his badge, Winston Botherby, instructor, has been buffed so much it hurts to look at it. Botherby frowns as you approach.
Your first act is being late for the briefing. You going to be late for your funeral as well?
The black looks you over.
Yes, I see the weapon received check mark. Looks like you are fully prepared to disappoint me. You are prepared, right, employee?
Botherby leans over the counter and directs you to the doors.
Behind this door is a combat simulation computer. Launch it and begin your course.
He raises his index finger.
The conditions in the training zone closely simulate those one would experience in the field. Your goal is to avoid getting lost and dying of dehydration. And try to aim the barrel away from yourself when shooting.
Pulling a notepad from his pocket, the instructor jots down your name.
Your goal is to hit 3 targets. I'm going to monitor you and advise as necessary. And try not to burst into tears. That's all. Go ahead.
Ať se nerozpláču. Já se nějak nečet, co to mám dělat? Mám trefit 3 targety. Sherman system. Alpha squad enters the battle. What? Critical damage. Jak to, že máme nabít jeden útok? Co to je toto? Elektrická mina. Připadalo, že je docela jo.
Oh, what do you want?
Botherby nods grandly.
You made it through training without making a total fool of yourself. Congratulations. I'll send a report up the chain about your completely unanticipated success. You're dismissed.
Fighting spirit. Jak se jmenuje to ta? Ariel Tankovský. Ještě nějaká registrace nebo co? Teď jak vypadám. Ach jo. Pipe range. Přepíná se mi to v ruce nějak? No nic, tak to bude pro tohle video všechno, pokračování příště.